but he did have a chance to clear the air.
Tulsa County Sheriff Stanley Glanz speaks before a grand jury. He and his office are accused of wrongdoing after a reserve deputy shot an unarmed man back in April. Good evening, I'm Brian Sanders. Sheriff Glanz's testimony lasted 3 hours. 2 Works For You investigator Marla Carter has been at the courthouse all day. And Marla, you had a chance to talk to Glanz's attorney. How does he think it went?
Yeah, Brian, he actually said he thought today went well. It was a 3-hour-long testimony that was given today, but it was actually shorter than he thought it would be. And he says it gave him an opportunity to clear the air about issues going back 6 years. Sheriff Glanz walking in this morning, where he spent 3 hours answering questions.
But based on what I've heard, the sheriff had an opportunity to explain a lot of things that have been brought to the attention of the grand jury. And so from that standpoint, we're glad he finally got that opportunity.
While grand jury testimony is not public, the sheriff's attorney says a lot of it went back to this. A 2009 internal investigation into Reserve Deputy Robert Bates. It found Bates received special treatment and was not properly trained.
I shot him, I'm sorry.
6 years later, Bates shot and killed Eric Harris when he mistakenly used his gun instead of his taser. Bates faces a second-degree manslaughter charge. The sheriff was accused of knowingly letting a poorly trained reserve on a sting operation.
You know, I haven't heard all the testimony, but the testimony I heard today certainly indicate nobody did anything wrong or in violation of the law.
The testimony has been extensive.
They ask a lot of excellent questions. It's apparent they have digested lots and lots of information.
This is the 8th week for the grand jury.
I think they are probably close to ending. I know there were a few documents that were discussed that came up that were recently found, and I know the grand jury has wants to look at those.
Now, while the sheriff's attorney said things went well today, we want to let you know that it is one person's opinion. Again, that testimony is not open to the public. It's a story 2 Works For You will continue to follow. Reporting live from downtown Tulsa, Marla Carter, 2 Works For You.
Absolutely. Thanks, Marla. Just head to KJRH.com to read the petition that sparked the grand jury investigation. You'll also find every report the 2 Works For You team has filed about this case since it began in April.